What do you think about the current trends maybe in crypto field? What are you looking for personally right now? I know that you are 100% focused on L2, on your Manta Network, but anyway, you see the big picture of the industry anyway, because as an entrepreneur, you must to look in it. So what do you see now?
I think RWAs are the next big thing. And I've always believed that, right? Like even before the whole sort of RWA craze, and I'm not talking about any specific projects, I'm not talking about the tokens, but I think RWAs fundamentally align with the true value proposition of blockchain that's already been proven, which is finance. First, transfer value, store of value with Bitcoin, and then, creating more wealth and all this other stuff. RWAs are a financial instrument or can improve existing financial instruments, which I think is something that, any traditional financial institution would love. Right? And a very simple example of this is NVIDIA. NVIDIA stock obviously went kaboom, but who can trade NVIDIA? I don't know where you live, but can you trade NVIDIA stock?
What do you mean trade?
Can you buy the NVIDIA stocks?
I think with an interactive brokers and with my UI identity card, I can.
Exactly. Oh, you just told me a very complicated way that you may be like, yeah, I can do that. But how many other people have that same luxury? And so NVIDIA, this whole sort of whatever it is, and, the people have been made from this and people have been broken from it, right? That's not the point. The point is who actually has access to these financial opportunities. For you and me, because we have access to this, we take it for granted. But for the rest of the world, for Southeast Asia, for developing countries, for people in Russia, for people in China, right? The normal average everyday person doesn't even have access to any of this. And so what would a world look like if they did have access to this? If it was tokenizable and globally accessible, tradable 24/7, right? Now, from a financial institution perspective, that's great because they have access to much deeper liquidity. They have much better global price discovery of NVIDIA stock rather than just US-centric price discovery. And so that's a great opportunity for them. And it's a great opportunity, or I wouldn't say great opportunity, right? Not financial advice, but people who want to buy NVIDIA stock can now buy NVIDIA stock no matter where you are in the world. And so it's a win-win situation here. And you can abstract that away to not just stocks, but real estate as well, right? I'm a farmer in Iowa and I'm trying to sell my farm and I don't even know who to sell it to. I don't know where to begin. I'm going to try to sell it to this company. They're going to try to make it as cheap as possible. I might even lose money on it. What if I tokenize that? What if I give it to the world, right? What if I have now liquidity from the entire globe that might be interested in purchasing my property, right? Then I could probably find price discovery that's way better than what I originally intended. Right. And so that's a win for the farmer. That's a win for the buyers because now they have access to these types of locations. And so I think there's a lot of opportunity that RWAs unlock because it truly can globalize finance. I think RWAs would be very powerful. And it hasn't worked before in the past, right? I think RWAs really got its initial start with tokenizing villas in Bali or something, right? But without government support, it's useless because then it's okay, if I want to sell my villa to you and then later say, no, it's still my villa, right? The government's not going to back a smart contract on the blockchain. But now we're starting to see governments saying, okay, let's explore RWAs. Let's see how we can legitimize this and actually back it. And so I think it is building a lot more substance around, actually coming to fruition. So yeah, RWAs, I think it's very cool.